Get that question all the time. How do I stay motivated? How do I get motivation? I don't think you really get motivation. Motivation is pretty much the same thing as like a good mood. You get a good mood. You're in a good mood. Some days you feel good. Other days you don't feel so good. Some days you feel happy. Some days you feel stressed. Some days you feel a little bit anxious. It's not really an accurate measurement. It's not something you can really hold on to. So if you're worried about like, hey, I'm not feeling inspired, or how do I stay motivated? You're not going to stay motivated. You're not going to maintain that. It's not like you're just going to fucking always feel like it. I don't feel like doing it today. I don't feel like going and doing. I'm not sure if I'm going to do yoga or lifting today, but I'm going to do something. I'm going to go and do something, but I have a lot of stuff I got to do. I have a lot of stuff on my mind, a lot of stuff I want to get done. There's only so much time in the day. And I have a couple other priorities and resetting my sleep schedule. And I'm trying to shift a couple things around, but there's only so much time in a day. So how are you going to get it done? What are you going to do? As long as you're doing and staying active. But that kind of motivation to do all the time, it doesn't exist. So whether or not you feel like it or you don't feel like it, either you did it or you didn't. Either you are setting the habits and you're setting your schedule up so you can go, so you can do, or you're not prioritizing yourself. You're not prioritizing your fitness. You're not prioritizing your health, and you don't go. So you have to weigh the pros and the cons, and it's always a pro. There's no downside. There's no downside to exercising. There's no downside to making better food choices. There's no downside to that. What's the negative? What's the negative? People that don't take care of themselves aren't going to want to spend time with you. People that want to go out drinking and partying and eating shit, you're going to spend less time with those people. That's a positive. You're cutting garbage out of your life. They could be friends with you. You could be friends with those people. And here's something that people don't like to address and think about and talk about. Sometimes people are your friends for a season. You've heard those phrases before. Not everyone is going to be your friend for your entire life. Everyone has those real close friends where you're friends for 30 years or 40 years. You've known them since you were little, but you have friends for different purposes. You have the people that know you since you were little. You have the people that you just met and you clicked and you hang out and you go to the gym. So you're going to have those real close friends that know you from different parts of your life. But sometimes you're going to drift apart and not just be buddy talking all the fucking time. You're not going to have that. Literally like one hand. Literally one hand. You should have people that are tight on one fucking hand. And develop those relationships. You don't need to have 1,000 fucking friends. You don't need to know tons and tons of people. You could have some acquaintances. You could be nice to people. You don't have to be a douchebag, but keep that circle tight. The people that you actually sacrifice your time, because anytime you spend with someone, whether you're going to grab a drink, whether you're going to say hi, whether you're hanging out, it doesn't matter what it is, that's time away from other things you could be doing. So is that person or those people worth sacrificing your goals and your ambitions for? You only have so much time. It's currency. You're essentially paying them to spend time with them. Are they worth your time? And if they're not worth your time, then don't spend time with them. There are so many people out there that have all these acquaintances, and you're going to every fucking birthday party. You're spending time with them at every event, and their child has a birthday party, and so is graduating, and so came into town, and you're going out to dinner with their mother and their aunt. It's like, who fucking cares? Let them do their life. Do you. Some people like to socialize all the time, so it depends on what your goals are. But if you're sacrificing your goals for that, don't complain about the shit that you're sacrificing. If you're not going to the gym, if you're not eating healthy, if you're not doing those things to spend time with those people, then don't complain about not getting results because you're not going to the gym, because you're making those fucking decisions. And so many people are bitching and moaning about the choices that they're fucking making. If you need to go to the gym and lift and eat certain foods, and then you have to go to the gym and lift and eat certain foods to get those results. You can't just will your way and be like, well, I want to have my cake and eat it too. Well, you're going to look like you have your cake and eat it too if you don't put the time in. It depends on what you want. Get your shit done first. Prioritize yourself. I have so few friends. I really do. And I like it. I'm not ashamed. Everyone wants to feel like they need to have a ton of friends. I don't. I have a few. People. There are very few people that I will spend time with. There are very few people that I will set aside my time to do anything with. A few. Maybe one hand. Sometimes it's not as convenient. It'll take too much time and it's just not like convenient. Everyone's got their own schedule. Everyone's got their own lives. But what I notice, and, I don't know what your general friend profile is. Every one of you listening is going to be different, but every single person that I am friends with has their own shit going on. Every single person is either an entrepreneur or they have their own business, they have their own hustle. Like they're growing something, they're doing something, they're following their passion, they're building something. So even if, and that's why we're friends, because even if we're not talking every last second, their actions inspire me and my actions inspire them. And even though we're not in constant communication, we're all going in the same direction, separate and together. Thanks for watching, fam. Make sure to subscribe to the Daily Swole podcast on YouTube so you can catch the live streams every single day.